With a place in the round of 16 secured, let's analyze every potential opponent on their path to the final and see whether this could finally be Portugal's year. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his first ever World Cup knockout goal against Croatia at 41 years old in what is almost certainly his last World Cup. But that win over Croatia didn't just get Portugal into the round of 16. It locked them into what might be the single hardest road to the final of any team left in this tournament. 4 rounds, 4 different flavors of nightmare, one very real shot at history. Portugal has never won the World Cup, and their best was when they finished third place in 1966, led by the legendary Eusebio in their first ever World Cup. We begin with their clash against the Spanish boys. First up, the Iberian Derby, Spain. This is the reigning European champions, unbeaten at this World Cup. They haven't conceded a single goal in 4 matches. There has been 41 meetings between these two nations going all the way back to 1921. And Spain leads comfortably with 17 wins against Portugal's 6, with 18 draws. On the competitive stage specifically, it is even more lopsided. Portugal has just 2 wins over Spain in their entire history. June 2025, the Nations League final, when Spain went up twice, Ronaldo dragged Portugal level in the second half, then on to penalties. Alvaro Morata missed his kick. Portugal walked away with a trophy. Does Portugal have any chance here? Spain are marked as clear favourites everywhere. Portugal is sitting roughly around 35% chance to get through this one. That's nothing, but it means the most likely outcome. This is the trapdoor. Everything else on this list doesn't matter if Portugal doesn't clear this hurdle. We move on to the next section, the quarterfinal, Belgium or USA. Assume Portugal survives. Friday, 10th July in Los Angeles, they would face the winner of Belgium vs USA. A round of 16 match that is yet to be played. Against Belgium, the history is dead even. 9 meetings, 3 wins each, 3 draws. The last time they played was the 2021 Euros and Belgium won that one. Against the USA, it is the opposite story. Portugal has never lost to them. 1 win, 2 draws in all 4 time meetings, including a 2-0 friendly win in this past match, right here in Atlanta. This is the very most genuinely favorable matchup on Portugal's entire path. The market gives them roughly a 64% chance to win this round, whichever team comes through. If there is one game on this list where Portugal should feel comfortable, it is this one. Section 3, the semi-final. Probably France. And then comes the war. Tuesday, July 14th in Dallas. Most likely opponent France. 71% of simulations have Le Bleu getting there, ahead of Morocco and Canada. Portugal barely stand a chance against the French. 7 meetings since 2006. France has won 4. Portugal just 1. And if you zoom in further, across every single era going back to the 1940s, Portugal has lost 17 of their last 22 meetings against France. How does this sound? One-sided, right? The most recent meeting was Euro 2024, a 10-0 draw that Portugal only survived on penalties. That Portugal team was even fresher, much healthier, and still barely got past this exact opponent. France is the outright favourite to win this entire World Cup. Portugal's title odds sits at less than half of that. Put these two facts together, and Portugal's realistic chance of winning this semi-final drops to somewhere around 35 to 40%. If Portugal get this far, they will have earned every bit of it. But this is the round where the run most likely ends. And then on to the final. Messi's shadow. And here's the twist that makes this whole bracket worth talking about. Because of how the groups shook out, Argentina and Portugal are on the opposite sides of the draw. The only way Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi share a World Cup pitch one final time is if both of them make it all the way to the 19th July at MetLife Stadium. Argentina is most likely the team waiting there, followed by Brazil and England. And unlike the semi-final, this one is actually close. Portugal's estimated chance of winning a final against any of these 3 sits around 44%, practically a coin flip. 2 of the greatest players to ever touch football, both one step away from the only trophy that has ever eluded them at this level, in Ronaldo's case entirely. That's the story FIFA broadcasters, and frankly, the entire football world is quietly hoping for. Let's be honest about the math. String all four rounds together, and Portugal's cumulative chance of winning the entire tournament sits around roughly 5 to 7%. Fifth favorites, behind France, Argentina, Spain, and England. Here's Portugal's gauntlet. One more time. A rival they barely beat, a quarterfinal they should win, a semifinal against the tournament favorite, and their single worst historical matchup. Then maybe the final that football has been waiting years for. It starts Monday, and whatever happens, this is Cristiano Ronaldo's last World Cup. Every single one of these matches is being played on a broad time. Let me know in the comments, how possible do you think Portugal can achieve this? If you want to see the most beautiful stadium in this tournament, it is right here.